Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Draymond Green's statement on Warriors vs Kings play-in game. The NBA regular season has concluded, and the Golden State Warriors will face the Sacramento Kings in 9th seed vs 10th seed play-in tournament game. The winner of this game will play the loser of the Los Angeles Lakers vs New Orleans Pelicans play-in game, and the loser will be eliminated. Speaking with the media after Sunday afternoon's season finale, Warriors forward Draymond Green was asked about Golden State's matchup with Sacramento. "We think we know this team pretty well for the most part. We know them well, they know us well, so it won't be no surprises," Green said. Providing a detailed breakdown on how the Kings like to play, Green also spoke on their two star players being who the team runs their offense through, and how that opens things up for the others. Green was also asked about the battles Golden State and Sacramento have had in recent years, and said they always have a playoff feel. "It's always a playoff-type game," Green said. "You feel that. You go into their arena, their fans want to light the beam and see us lose. A lot of familiarity amongst the two organizations. For us, it's another game that we have to go win. This should be a very exciting rematch of last year's opening round, except this time it is a one-game win or go-home scenario." Steve Kerr's confident message ahead of Warriors play-in vs Kings will fire up fans. The Golden State Warriors clinched a play-in tournament spot after finishing 10th in the Western Conference. Although they're facing elimination with a loss to the Sacramento Kings, it sounds like head coach Steve Kerr is confident about the matchup. During a press conference, Kerr claimed he believes the Warriors can put together a playoff run, according to NBC Sports. "That vote of confidence is exactly what Golden State needs for a potential playoff run. I think we still have a chance to do something special." Draymond Green backed up Steve Kerr's comments with a message of his own, per Anthony Slater of The Athletic. "The Warriors' veteran power forward is going to bring the fire for this play-in tournament. It's been a rocky season for this Warriors team, but they've given themselves a chance. Maybe Golden State can light a fire just in time for the postseason. This squad has won multiple championships in the past, but this year they're facing quite the uphill climb. But it's nice to see Steve Kerr and the team are ready to play the Kings." The Warriors finished the season with a 46-36 record. Many believed the Houston Rockets were going to catch them, but Golden State made sure that wouldn't happen. Look for Golden State to play their best on Tuesday, April 16th. When you have Stephen Curry on the roster, you're always going to have a chance. He's been on a tear this season, averaging 26.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.1 assists per game. Draymond Green also had a decent season too, that is, when he was playing. Green is still the Warriors' best defender and they're going to need him to make a deep playoff run. The Warriors have the right mentality, but now is the time for them to put everything together. Curry has to maintain consistency, Green needs to be available, and Klay Thompson has to step up. You never know how the playoffs will play out, so it'll be interesting to see how Golden State handles the postseason. Sacramento is no joke either. Domantas Sabonis has been a monster and De'Aaron Fox is a fantastic point guard. Look for the Kings to play their best against the Warriors as they too hope to make a playoff appearance. For many, funny is not the word that comes to mind when describing San Antonio Spurs head coach Greg Popovich. The winningest coach in NBA history has gained a reputation for his often sharp, almost always blunt answers and reactions to questions. But following Devonte Graham's game winner in Friday's 121-120 victory versus the defending champion Denver Nuggets, the legendary coach mixed in the humor he'll sometimes flash with the media. He's better than Steve Kerr and Danny Ferry, the longest-tenured coach in the NBA, quipped about Graham, who hit a runner with 0.9 left in the game. "When they, Kerr and Ferry, didn't play a whole lot when they were here. And then when we needed them, they came and played and helped us win the championship," the five-time NBA champion added. It's not him. Shaquille O'Neal claims Steph Curry won't be reason behind Warriors' playoff run this year. In the recent episode of his podcast, The Big Podcast with Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal gave his thoughts on the teams that stand a chance in the upcoming playoffs. With the Golden State Warriors as his right-away choice, he believes they stand a chance due to the influence of one player. Surprisingly, it isn't Steph Curry, but Klay Thompson. The Warriors have clinched a place in the postseason after finishing 10th, and with the play-in tournament starting next week, Shaq is confident that Klay Thompson is the man for the job. Despite most fans expecting Curry to be the team's engine, Shaq toed a unique line. But it's not him, Curry, Klay Thompson. For a guy like that, all it needs is 2 games. Right now, everybody's killing him. Oh, you're coming off the bench, you lost it. He's still playing. All it takes is one of those games where his elbow is tucked in, and he's feeling it, and everybody's counting them out. Shaquille O'Neal said, Klay Thompson has been effective this season both as a starter and as the 6th man, and with his experience, he is, according to O'Neal, the Dubs' best chance of making a deep run in the playoffs. This season, he has banished his injury demons by featuring in 74 out of 78 games, averaging 17.9 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists per game. Furthermore, besides the Warriors needing Thompson, they also need Draymond Green to avoid more disciplinary issues, and outside the arc specialist, Steph Curry. However, it's not as easy as it seems in a league that has become more competitive. Steph Curry was ruled out of tonight's game against the Utah Jazz with an ankle injury. As an apparent sign to show his worth, Klay Thompson led the players' stats with 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Thompson also made history for the Warriors on Sunday, setting 2 franchise records in their 123-116 win against the Jazz in the regular season finale. Thompson's scoring output against Utah increased his season total to 118 points against the Jazz, surpassing World B. Free's record of 115 points in a 4-game season series set in 1980-81. Additionally, his 6 3-pointers against the Jazz brought his season total to 22, surpassing the previous record he shared with Curry by 5. All Klay Thompson proved was that he could step up in the absence of Curry in moments like this. Despite the victory, the Warriors, 46-36, remained in 10th place in the Western Conference standings. They needed either the New Orleans Pelicans or Portland Trail Blazers to lose to avoid the final play-in position, but both teams won their games. Consequently, the Los Angeles Lakers secured the number 8 seed, while the Sacramento Kings claimed the number 9 seed with a tiebreaker advantage over the Warriors. Now, Golden State is set to face the Kings in an elimination game on Tuesday to begin the Western play-in event. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Shaquille O'Neal? Leave your opinion in the comments.